Hi, hope you're doing well. Dan from onlinebasscourses.com. Now, you may already have searched for Get Lucky cover or tutorial on YouTube, and you'll find loads. And in this one, I want to do it slightly differently because I wasn't really playing exactly what the original bass line was doing there. I was just putting in my own kind of thing, and I want to show you how you can do that yourself if you know the underlying workings of any bass line. You can kind of adapt this concept to any bass line. So you should listen to the original. It's recorded by the peerless Nathan East, an amazing bass player. He's using a 5-string on that. Now, I play this live in lots of different bands, and I will use my Stingray 5, and I'll use those lower notes as well. But I'm just using a 4-string here. And it, like I said, once you've got the kind of feel and the groove and the underlying vibe of any bass line, it doesn't really matter what you use, doesn't matter what gear you use, as long as you make it sound good. So just to start off with, let's just talk a little bit about the theory here. So even though we have a B minor chord going to a D, going to an F sharp minor, going to an E, I know where those root notes are on the bass, we're actually in the key of F sharp natural minor. So take a look at this. We've got 7 chords that belong to the key of F sharp minor, and you'll see there we've got the B minor, D, F sharp minor, and E figure in that. That's really important because it means that the notes of the F sharp minor scale fit within all of these chords. So whether you're playing a little melody or a fill, or you're playing a bass line and connecting the chords up, those notes are going to work. Further to that, every single key has a set of modes that go with it. So very briefly, we have some scales that you can play underneath these. Now, when I'm playing, I'm not really thinking about this. If you learn this set of notes, what a key is and the modes that come from a key, if you learn that really well, you kind of forget it soon enough, and you're just making music. So over the B minor, you have this Dorian mode that you can play. Over the D, you have a D Lydian. Over the F sharp, you have F sharp natural minor. Remember, that was the key. And then over the E, you kind of have an E mixolydian. Now, all of that sounds really, really complicated, but it doesn't actually have to be. All those notes come from F sharp minor, so you could just think notes of the F sharp minor scale. So let me just quickly show you the rough kind of groove I was playing. Now, because I was changing everything all the time, it's not going to be the same. And if you listen to Nathan East's bass line, he changes things a lot as well. So I'm sticking roughly to a kind of groove he does. So using octaves and sevenths and ghost notes, which is when you just mute the strings, pluck, you get that sound. So on the B, I'm doing B, B, and then hammer on minor 7th, which is the 2nd fret of the G string, the A, to the 4th fret of the G string, the B. All those notes are coming from F sharp natural minor. Just octaves there, same kind of rhythm. And just leading up to the F sharp minor there, just going fret 7, 8, 9. Exactly the same pattern as that first B I was doing there, because it's the same chord, F sharp minor, B minor, same chord shapes. Returns to that E. Let me just quickly play that again, and I'll just improvise. I'm just going to literally play notes of the F sharp minor scale. All of those were notes from the F sharp minor scale. The other thing you want to get used to when you're playing something like this, the overall key is F sharp minor, so the pentatonic scale is your friend. F sharp minor pentatonic. When I did that little fill, that's just F sharp minor. I'm adding slides and hammer-ons and all kinds of articulations. That tends to bring playing to life when you do that. And that really is it. So there are two ways of thinking about it, I would say, and that's I'm in the key of F sharp natural minor, so all those notes that I know are going to work, or on this chord that I'm playing, it will be this mode. I kind of use a combination of both and ultimately don't really think, because I've got the patterns down. Then we'll move on to the quick kind of thing, what I was doing with soloing around that. And again, I know the key I'm in. What I was doing there, I was really sticking to one thing. I was just playing notes from the F sharp natural minor scale and or the minor pentatonic. So what I would suggest you do, I'll put a link to where I found the backing track for this. Get it and just practice this. I mean, you can literally just play the backing track and just play. Just play the scale up and down. Obviously, it's not going to sound very solo-like if you do that. But if you organize that scale into phrases, you start to get something that sounds like a solo. That was just the minor pentatonic scale. All of that minor pentatonic scale plus your natural minor scale, it just sounds really cool, sounds really melodic if you do that. So really the key to this kind of thing, and obviously you might begin to see how you can create your own bass lines by doing this. That's why I'm teaching a lot of these lessons in this way, kind of deconstructing things a little bit. I mean, yes, I am talking theory, but actually I'm also talking fretboard knowledge, where you find and where you locate these notes. I'm talking, and this is one of the most important things, the groove, the feel of the song. And when you start to get all these ideas together, that's when everything starts to work. When you can't really have one without the other. There's lots of things, little things that make up being a bass player, being a good bass player. So that's what I want you to work on. I want you to work on all these little things, understand what it means, what a key means, you know, what modes you'll be playing underneath. And if you practice that every day, you'll quickly see that nearly every bass line you want to tackle has the same idea. I hope you enjoyed that video and got something from it. And if you did, please like, share and subscribe. And if you do have any questions from it or any other covers you want me to do, then leave a comment below.